it's Alyssa. This is Back to Basics number 6. It's all about the Benjamins because it sure is. So the board placed on the consent calendar an item for monthly attestation for funding. I'm just going to show you it briefly here. You can go find it. So first, let's read what that means. Approve and authorize the county CEO to sign monthly attestations that the County of Shasta is complying with public health orders to meet the state's requirement to receive realignment backfill funds and CARES Act funding. Really quickly scanning down, the county staff has been notified that all counties must provide monthly attestations that the county is complying with public health orders. So what is CARES funding? It's federal COVID relief money that's being held now in suspense by the state. So counties with big populations already got their money. But us little guys, the state decided to withhold the funds for compliance. Now, what compliance? What are you talking about, Alyssa? Well, according to the CSAC staff, the required compliance with public health conditions and the attestations include the following elements. 1, meeting the contact tracing staffing level that's currently required for county variants. 2, meeting the currently required commitment to actively participate in the state county data monitoring program. 3, not adopting any ordinances, resolutions, or taking any actions inconsistent with the state's stay-at-home order. So we must remain in compliance with health orders and federal guidance on the use of funds. Don't take my word for it. It's, again, there in the agenda. Okay, so how much money is it? What are we talking about here in Shasta County? Well, we're talking about $18.4 million, and I found that here. This is our County of Shasta budget overview, page 186. Again, you guys can go look that up. So it says that we are to receive a portion of the CARES Act funding to be used toward homelessness, public health, public safety, and other services to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. It's to address, again, public health, behavioral health, other health and human service needs that have arisen as a result of the pandemic. Shasta County's proposed allocation is $18.4 million. So again, let's break that down. What is this money supposed to be used for? Well, it's supposed to pay us back for money already spent on COVID-related items, such as the auxiliary hospital in Redding that nobody used. Hopefully it pays for that. Then it can be used for, it sounds like, very specific items. Homelessness, public health, public safety. It's pretty explicit what it can be used on. And it has to be spent, the money has to be spent by December 31st, 2020. Now pause here. I want to point out that this is not a lump sum. The state is not writing us a check for $18.4 million. No. We are spending money that, we don't have to reach what is effectively a deductible in hopes that it all gets paid back. And it should, because it's federal funds. But this might be a good time to point out that on May 7th, the Newsom administration announced a state budget shortfall of $54.3 billion with a B billion dollars. So I don't know if there's a conflict of interest there. Now, you might be asking, is this money our general fund budget? Those county funds that help social programs like providing meals for the poor, helping the at-risk youth? No. It seems pretty limited in scope what this CARES money can be spent on. So my question would be this: who exactly benefits from this CARES money? Well, county programs. I'll read the list again. And maybe there's a loophole somewhere for small business relief, but it seems pretty clear that per the required compliance, this is paying for contact tracing, data monitoring programs, and the vague public health. I love those words. Now would be a good time to remember that this shutdown started to not overwhelm our hospitals. A state of emergency is defined as an imminent threat that our county could not manage. As of Friday, August 7th, we had one COVID patient in an ICU bed in all of Shasta County. And if we, like Modoc, had 0 cases, we would still be closed to maintain this attestation to get the $18.4 million. So if you live in Shasta County, it's time to realize that your compliance was bought for a measly $100. Yep, 18 million, 180,000 population. Your business, your schools, your graduations, your funerals, your weddings, your worship, your community. Pretty cheap. Expendable even, maybe. So opening this county is not contingent on cases. It's not contingent on health. It's not contingent on science. It's not contingent on law. It's contingent on compliance. Board of Supervisors meeting is this Tuesday, August 11th at 6 p.m. They take public comment first at 6 p.m. Take care. Another promise, another